sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 9. Convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Heinz Field. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. Room to run past midfield. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Derek Barnes in on the stop. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Miller. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Miller. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake. Miller. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Chubb. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Gates sliding out of the pocket. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike 9, Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Watch the run, watch the run. No catch.
Off play action. Miller rolling to his right. comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. It's brought in by Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Gates. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Gates. Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Miller. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run the counter. It's Harris. Oh, look at that. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Miller. Harris has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Off play action. Miller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, Miller. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Miller. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw on 2nd down, Gates. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Finding some room at midfield. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Gates. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Off play action. Gates. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this one game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
181 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Miller. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Second and 4.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Mike 9, Mike 9. 65, 65.
separating from the gun. Miller. And it's caught. Touchdown. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
A give. This is Chubb. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch. Hey, check 24.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Miller, off play action. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second and 20. Back to throw. Miller. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
Miller on 3rd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
On 1st and 10, Gates.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Gates. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. They've got his man complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll look to throw again. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gates steps away. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gates, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Great job. Touchdown for
A
Dave.
great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Back to throw. Miller. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, check Mike 33. Check.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go with Chubb on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw on 3rd down. Gates. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gates. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal.
Back to throw. Miller. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Miller. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun on third down, Gates. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On first down, Harris. A nice little juke. And running with power here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Miller now on first down. Flush to his right. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Gates drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Reed, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Gates. He's getting to Njoku, his big tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Back to throw. Gates. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Miller. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harris. And yet again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. From the gun, Miller. Caught by Gates, left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Miller looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Miller. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19, the 40, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, touchdown! And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. They'll start the drive with Harris. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Harris on second down. He gets away from one. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Miller on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
33. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Looking to throw. Miller. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Safe. Kill. Check. Go.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Let's go, D. Two times.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Check. Mike 42. They can't hang with that.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.